mlikuwa wakubwa siku gani? Jana. Kwani nyinyi mnakula nini? Ai, hiyo uji ndio imewafanya mkuwe wakubwa hivi? Ay, basi naona niko na shida, lakini siniongeze basi hiyo uji next year. Wenye watakuwa next year. Nyinyi tukutane next year ground, si ndio? Tukipambana na nyinyi ground. I wish you all the best. I know you've learned a lot and we've prayed for you, and I'll continuously pray for you because I want the best for all of you in whichever sector you will be. And you know I'm always available anytime for any assistance that you require from me. Si mnajua hivyo? Tutatafutana, tusaidiane. So with that, allow me to invite our governor to come and say a few words, then he'll invite our chief guest. Karibu sana governor.
Makofi ya kaba. Leta makofi.
Ariwe nyege kwamba jero. Ariwe nyege we winjit. Ariwe nyege we winjit yo. Ariwe winjit.
Ai, na huyu msichana amejua kujituma. Tangu saa zile karibu apata school fees yote saa hii. Wacha itoshe sasa. Wacha itoshe sasa. Wacha kurudisha wacha akuje tu sasa. Sasa amejituma.
Kako sabwirtani.
Hii ni upendo.
Haya, msisukume. Haya, asante sana, itoshe. Zote tunapenda gavana wetu. Asante. Haya, muende assembly.
Alafu sasa, relax. Alafu sasa tusikie. Alafu sasa wakati chief guest atakuja, and I want to give this as a firm instruction. When the chief guest Bwana Dindi Nyoro atakuja hapa, we will not have this kind of I have sorted out for me and for Dindi. Sawa sawa? Yes. So that we want to also be a bit organized.
Very true.
Sawa sawa?
Yes.
Haya, hebu tuende kando hapo. Donald. Yeah. Hebu muasota haraka so that
Chicago sabcha kujaga bayo.
Almost immediately. As tumeelewana. So when the chief guest is coming, let us be organized because we want to listen to the chief guest. God is good
all the time.
And all the time. God is good and all the time.
God is good.
Haya, kwanza nataka kuungana na viongozi wote wamezungumza hapa. Kwanza kuwashukuru wanafunzi wale walifanya mtihani mwaka jana ambao walipita mitihani yao. I know this event today has two parts. The first one is a constituency prize giving and appreciation of the work that went on last year. And the second part is to wish all of us all the best as we sit for our exams this year. I want to thank the motivational speaker, Bwana Kilimo. I want to thank you. Thank you for sharing very wonderful, insightful. Tusikize wanafunzi. Very insightful, encouraging testimony and encouragement to our children who are going to do their KCSE. Na wanafunzi, kama mulisikia maneno ya Kilimo huyu, this Kilimo has been tested and tried. The children that have gone through his hands, from primary school to secondary school to the colleges and universities, they have learned a lot and they have become big people and they have succeeded. I hope the intervention and the commitment ya member of parliament wetu Marian kuwaleta viongozi hawa itaenda kutusaidia sisi kama wanafunzi. So Bwana Kilimo, asante sana. Thank you, Bishop, for also encouraging and talking to these girls and boys as they prepare for their exams. I want to thank our teachers. Hii results ya Aldai ambayo tuna celebrate leo is wonderful results courtesy of our teachers and the efforts of our teachers. Marianne, I want to thank you for working closely with our teachers, education sector. I'm an homeboy here. Mimi ni mtoto ya area hapa. Hapa Aldai hatujawahi kuwa na maneno kama hiyo for the last 10 years. Kweli ama si kweli? For 10 years, we never had an education day in Aldai. For 10 years, we never had an opportunity to encourage our children. I want to thank Marianne, and I told you from the word go that we will support your efforts as you transform the education sector within our constituency, and we stand with you 100% as you do what you are doing. Again, thank you, Marianne, for the good program that you are doing within our day schools. One of the second best school in Aldai is Chemobo. Where is the principal and the students of Chemobo? I know we have an acting principal. Where is the acting principal of Chemobo? Yeah, we had the unfortunate situation of losing our principal, the late Bwana Kemboy. But I want to tell these wonderful students of Chemobo. Chemobo, karibu madam. Chemobo is a day school. Hebu wanafunzi wa Chemobo kuja mbele hapa kidogo. Just come. Chemobo. The students, kujeni mbele kidogo. Because these students in Chemobo, not these particular ones, but the last year's class, were able to prove to us. Hapo tu, tusimame hapo mbele, hapo ni sawa. All the students, where are they? Students of Aldai. This school, being a day school, has shown us that being in a day school, you can still do better. A day school that is number 2 in the constituency, second after Kemeloi Boys. This is a testimony that if Chemobo Secondary School, which is a day school, could be able to do the kind and give us the kind of results that we have received or we received last year, it actually means any school, boarding or day, can be able to do well. So wanafunzi hatutaki kusikia maneno ya kusema shule yetu ni day school. At our school we don't have X, Y, and Z. This school here, day school as it is. Au wanafunzi ama shule hii ya Chemobo waliweza kufanya na kupatia sisi mitihani na results mzuri. I want to encourage every school in Aldai. 52 students, 52 schools. Let us emulate what Chemobo did to us. We can be able to do all the best. We can be able to post good results, irrespective of the status, irrespective of whether your school is a day school or a boarding school. So Chemobo, I want to tell you all the best. Mimi nitawapatia 50,000 sahi ya mkate kwa hiyo shule ya Chemobo, so that next year we will be here. I will keep on encouraging most of our day schools to do well, and this is a good example of what a day school can be able to do. 2 things that I want to say so that I invite the chief guest. 2 things. How many weeks to KCSE? How many weeks to exams? How many weeks do we have to go? 7 weeks. I will give you a 2-minute story about myself and the 2 weeks to exams. And I think I have repeated this every time I meet candidates. When I was in Kapsabet Boys doing, in high school, I had a problem with mathematics. And I know a lot of students have challenges with mathematics. I had a huge problem with mathematics. Post-mock exam, the exam that is done at the start of 3rd term, I had a C- in mathematics. C-. I sat down in 2 weeks. Using a particular book called Solving Problems by C. Muturi. On my own, in 2 weeks, I revised that book from the start to the end 2 times. And when the results came at the KCSE, I had moved my grade from C- in 2 weeks' time to an A- at the end of the KCSE. In only 2 weeks. You guys have 7 weeks to go. Did you say 7 weeks? You have 7 weeks to go. So there is a student who can be able to move their grade from a C- to an A-, from a D+ to a C+, from an E to a C- in 7 weeks. What I'm encouraging you, boys and girls, 7 weeks is a long time for you to change your grade. You can still move your grade irrespective from whatever level using your 7 weeks. These 7 weeks you can do well. You can also use the 7 weeks to bring down your grade from an A- to a B- if you play around and if you mess up with your time. I want to encourage you, utilize every time available in your hands, the 7 weeks, to turn around your grade and ensure that you are able to move forward in your studies. The second thing, Jalango has talked to us here. There are many of us who will go to the university, but also there are many of us who will go to colleges and TVET institutions. Our republic right now, and Didi Nyoro will tell you, that the President of the Republic of Kenya is working round the clock to get job opportunities for our young people outside the country. And most of those ones who are needed outside the country are the people who go to TTIs and TVET institutions and our colleges, our Kenya medical training colleges, and many of the other colleges. So if you don't get yourself to the university, you should not lose hope in life. You have an opportunity to join the many TVET institutions available and take your skills, be able to own your skills, and even look for opportunities kule maju outside the country. As we speak, we need nurses in the UK. As we speak, we need plumbers in Germany. As we speak, we need skills from Kenya to other countries abroad, America and all the others. We are encouraging our young men and women in secondary school. Don't just look at the university, and if you miss the university, don't lose hope. Can you go to TVET institutions? There are opportunities for you, and you can be able to rise and move forward. Finally, Mheshimiwa Dindi, Mheshimiwa Jalango, Mheshimiwa Marian,